Now, this compound growth has an interesting effect on our capital values, and for those of you who've not seen this before, it's worth carrying out a little exercise. So if you get your calculators out, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what happens to the value of a property which starts at a value of £100,000, and year on year it grows at 7.9%, which is the historical average that we've seen and can reasonably expect to continue. Okay, so we enter our starting value of £100,000 into our calculator, and to find out what it's worth at the end of the first year, we need to multiply it by 107.9%, or by 1.079, same thing mathematically, and press equals, and we've got our value of the property at the end of year one. So it started off at 100,000, end of year one it's 107,900. Now our little magic box of tricks will quite easily continue this process for us. So if we press equals again, what it will do is it'll multiply the new value by our 1.079 and come up with a value for year two. So here's our year two value. After 2 years our property is now worth 116,424. You can easily forget the numbers after the decimal point, because at the end of the day they're only pennies, so they're not really significant. So if we continue, after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, after 5 years, after 6 years, after 7 years, after 8 years, after 9 years, our property, just increasing in value at the historic average of 7.9% per annum, has reached a value of just under £200,000. By the end of year 10, £213,901. So look at this another way. In only 10 years, the capital value of your property asset has grown from £100,000 to over £200,000. So in other words, it has more than doubled in only 10 years. Now this illustration of the proven power of compounding is significant when we come to look at how property investment profit levers work.